How's everybody doing today? This is a DVD update. Just 2 pickups today, but they're awesome. Bam! Right there. And first up is Just Before Dawn from 1981, backwoods slasher directed by Jeff Lieberman, who also directed Squirm and Blue Sunshine. And this has an amazing score, just very creepy and eerie. I love that sound from the very beginning. It goes all throughout the movie. Totally creepy, still creeps me out. And Bran Fiedel did the score, tremendous job on that. Very minimalistic as well in certain scenes where you can hear nature and the river running. But Bran Fiedel went on to do both Fright Night movies, Terminator, Terminator 2, just a ton of great movies. He also did Fraternity Vacation, which I also remember Stephen Jeffries was in that, as well as Fright Night. He did a great job on this, and it stars George Kennedy as the Forest Ranger, Greg Henry, who was also in Slither, 20-something years later, and Deborah Benson, who did a great job as Constance. I really enjoy this movie. It's a great slasher. Wrong Turn definitely was inspired by this movie. You could definitely see a lot of similarities in it. This is the Shriek Show 2-disc special edition. Great edition, tons of special features. The bonus disc has a ton of special features in it, a commentary and retrospective from the director, the producer, the writer, and several of the actors as well. Jen Hunsaker, who played both the twins, the girl that played Megan, I believe her name is Jamie Rose, and also Chris Lemon, I believe, and he played Jonathan in the movie. And it was a really neat retrospective, and they were just talking about the whole time and how much fun they had as well. And it was kind of sad at the end. They showed Jon Hunsaker, and he gained a lot of weight. He's over 500 pounds now, which is sad. But at the end, they showed him, right after the end of the commentary and retrospective, they showed him walk off down the street, and they played the music, that creepy, eerie music, which was a really nice send-off, so I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy these retrospectives and commentaries where you find out little tidbits of information about the film that you wouldn't have known. I really appreciate that. One scene where the character Daniel, when he fell, the camera hit his face, and his face was badly injured, and just certain little things like that. George Kennedy, he decided to take the airfare that he was going to receive and the meals and lodging, that check for that. He decided to make a family vacation out of it, so his family and everybody drove up to Oregon, and when he wasn't shooting, they were just enjoying the area and going on trips and stuff like that, so that was really cool. Another neat thing too that I found out from the director commentary was there was supposed to be a lot more religious aspect as well, and I'm kind of glad they cut that out. Basically, this is an old school slasher. If you like old school slashers, this is definitely right up your alley. If you like the original Friday the 13th or The Hills Have Eyes, this is definitely up your alley. If you enjoyed The Wrong Turn, you might want to check this out. This is basically what inspired the movie. It doesn't have a lot of gore. If you're into newer horror movies that have a lot of gore, you probably won't like this movie. But if you're into old school slasher films that have great character development, a fantastic score, just some really great thrills, this is right up your alley. Definitely check this one out. One of my favorite scenes from this movie is in the very beginning, where you see the creepy twin put his head through the hole in the old church. The guy looks up and sees him. That was totally creepy. And again, that soundtrack, awesome. Love that creepy music. This movie is about 5 young kids who go up into the woods. The lead character, he apparently owns part of the land, he has the deed, and goes up there. And George Kennedy, who plays the Forest Ranger, he warns him, said, don't go up there, you won't come back, and all this kind of stuff. And of course, they don't listen, and they go up there, and of course they start getting killed, and it goes from there, and it's revealed who the killer is. And I especially like the scene at the end where Constance punches the big twin through the mouth and down the throat. That was pretty crazy. I like that. But this is a fun movie. I really enjoy this slasher. It's definitely a classic in my opinion. And next up is the remake of the Crazies. George A. Romero's original Crazies, I believe, came out in 1973, and this is one of the rare occasions where the remake surpasses the original. And here's a nice little slipcover right there. It stars Timothy Oliphant, who plays the lead character, and basically it's about a small town that's all of a sudden the inhabitants are becoming crazy. Essentially, they're becoming murderous, and they find out that a plane crashes with a secret government contaminant on there. It was basically going to be used for biological warfare, and it infects the water and everybody that drinks the water. And so, the government goes in there and tries to shut everything down, and just all kinds of craziness happens. This was a really good film. I highly recommend it. And Robert Hall, who did Laid to Rest and has his own special effects company, Almost Human, did a fantastic job in this. He's definitely one of the premier people in special effects. Almost Human, amazing. If you haven't seen Laid to Rest, definitely go check that out. Amazing special effects and gore in that, and he did a phenomenal job in this as well. Definitely loved it. Highly recommend this one. If you like the original, I think you'll enjoy this, and you'll appreciate that it did stay faithful to a lot of George A. Romero's original movie. Like I said, this is one of the few instances where the remake surpassed the original, but again, if it wasn't for George A. Romero's initial inspiration, then this wouldn't have existed today. Also, George A. Romero, in a time where a lot of horror movies didn't have African American leads, George A. Romero had them. He had Night of the Living Dead, the original Crazies, Dawn of the Dead, so big ups to him for promoting diversity and for making iconic horror movies. Just a phenomenal job and a great movie. Definitely loved it. I really enjoyed this movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. I loved it that much. The suspense, the thrills, just great. And again, great special effects as well. If you've seen either one of these films, definitely let me know what you think. I give this a 9 out of 10. And Just Before Dawn, I really enjoyed as well. I give it a 9 out of 10. I think this is a classic that everybody should watch. It's, like I said, Wrong Turn inspired by this. There are a lot of similarities to The Hills Have Eyes and Friday the 13th. Definitely love it. A classic that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and that's unfortunate. So if you've seen either one of these films, Just Before Dawn or The Crazies, definitely let me know what you think. And I also want to do a shout out on here for Kim, Student of Clouds, and I'll put a little video right here of her. She's pretty awesome. She's really nice. She's also very knowledgeable with the horror genre. She has 2 videos right now. She used to have an old channel on here a while back, but she got rid of it, and now she's back. So definitely check her out. She deserves a lot of subscribers, and she's really cool. Like I said, she's big into horror, so check out her 2 videos and subscribe. And you know I'm all about supporting users on here, especially new users who don't have a lot of subscribers, who definitely deserve a lot of subscribers. And you know, if it wasn't for all the support that I've had, I wouldn't be on here making videos still. So I definitely think we should spread that love around in the community and give back. And so shoutouts are at least a small and very easy way to do that. And I'm all about supporting people on here, especially people that deserve it, and people that I like their content, and that I just think are generally decent people. And also too, if you haven't checked out my latest video, the top 10 played songs right now, please check that out. I'll put the little annotation right there. You can click and it'll bring you to the video. Doing the little annotations on that video was very tedious, and I put like a little annotation so if you click, you can see the music video on here on YouTube. So check that out. Maybe you can find some new music that you might be into, you might not have heard of before. And I like all the responses that I've received so far. There's a lot of songs on it that I haven't heard before, and I enjoyed checking them out. So maybe you will too. So I hope you enjoy this update, and again, check out Kim, Student of Clouds, Bang, The Crazies, Just Before Dawn. Let me know what you think of it if you've seen the movies. If you haven't seen them, definitely check them out if you're into old school slashers and just new school, great storyline and great special effects. One other thing too, I recently purchased on Amazon The Dark, but they sent me the wrong title. They sent me The Dark with Maria Bello on here. Same title, but the one that I ordered, I double checked to make sure I ordered it correctly, which I did. And I was looking for the Tobe Hooper sci-fi horror film from I think like 78 or 79, but they sent me this instead. I contacted them, and it's been like 3 days. I guess I'm just gonna have to file a claim now. But if anybody has seen this, let me know what you think of it. I'm about to watch it. Also, I have a Facebook and Twitter, so if you'd like to add me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter, the links are down below. And again, thank you so much for all the support on here. I really do appreciate it. You guys all rock. And also check out Siilentmiike, who did the intro and outro song. Very cool guy, very talented. He also does DVD updates, movie reviews. He's also into horror movies, so definitely check out his channel. Link down below. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.
Little did you know, in the middle of it all, much that wasn't true, can't do what's done.